guys, it's Alani. I am back and this is the first video where I am not on bodybuilding prep. So we are post-show. I wanted to share with you guys what a day in my life looks like, full day of eating in this reverse phase. Today we are training back and buys, but I wanted to take you guys through a little day in the life. So I just got back from fasted cardio, showered up, and I'm feeling really, really good. So we're a little over a week post-show, and basically my weight is starting to come back up. The goal right now is putting on a healthy amount of body fat and having a little maintenance phase. I have a little bit more freedom right now than I will in a few weeks, which I will talk to you guys about what my future plans are as far as returning to the stage and what that's gonna look like. But I do have a few weeks where I have a little bit more freedom. I am on a macro plan, so right now I am eating around maintenance, and I will tell you guys more about that. But let's get started with the day. So when I was in prep, obviously my calories were very, very low, and as I told you guys throughout the entire prep series, it is not sustainable to be living like that day to day. It is a very short period of time where you are putting your body to the extreme to get stage lean and compete. So right now the goal is basically just, again, like I said, to put on a healthy amount of body fat slowly. So my weight is about 2 pounds up from show day, which is exactly where we need to be. And right now my calories are at maintenance. So my coach just gave me macros to follow, so I have a little bit more freedom. I'm still keeping myself to 5 meals a day and just eating foods that make me feel good, but having a little bit more freedom because in a few weeks I will be back on a meal plan. But these are the foods that I enjoy, so you'll see throughout the day. I like to add a little bit of freedom and a little bit more food sources, but everything is still kept to whole foods. So you guys know the drill. I'm still keeping in the egg white pancake even on the reverse diet. So let's make meal one. Favorite part of breakfast and maybe the whole day, but honestly all my foods are so fun now that the whole day, like, I just am so excited for my meals. We're gonna have oats, so I do 40 grams of oats and then I throw in some almond butter and fruit. Fruit has been the best thing, so that's really good for anti-inflammatory purposes and just to get in some micronutrients and keep you feeling fuller. It's delicious. Alright, so this is my meal one. So we have my oats, so good with all my berries, and then the almond butter in there. And then we have the egg white pancake. So super enjoyable meal. My meal one, I like to have a pretty higher carb to break the fast since I haven't eaten anything since last night, and then I did my fasted cardio, higher fats just to keep me satiated. And that's why I've been liking doing the oats, is oats keep you fuller because there's a higher amount of fiber in them, but they still digest very well. I'm gonna eat this and then I will see you guys for meal two. Hi guys, it is now almost noon, so it's been about 2 hours since I had that last meal. I'm already hungry. My body is just burning through food right now. After the show, your metabolism is just firing and it's super normal to feel very hungry. Sometimes it's just weird because, like, I was eating a much less calories than I am now and my body's just still burning through it. So definitely need the extra food. But anyways, I'm working on finishing up some client protocols for my lifestyle girls, for my girls on prep, just making sure that they are on track. And I'm about to prep my pre-workout meal, which is going to be, it might be a little bit of a crazy looking meal. So my pre-workout meal, I like to have my carbs high and my fats high just to keep my energy sustained, like, throughout my workout. And of course protein is about the same in every meal. I just split up however much protein I'm gonna have and keep it consistent throughout all my 5 meals. But this next meal is going to be 120 grams of chicken, 100 grams of sweet potato, 1 rice cake, 10 grams of honey, and 16 grams of almond butter. So kind of all over the place. Again, I'm trying to keep it all whole food so that my body digests everything well. But I was kind of wanting some sweet potatoes and I had some left over that I roasted the other day. So it wasn't enough to get all of my carbs in. So what I did is I added a rice cake and honey, which has been one of my favorite things. You guys probably saw me have it on show day. It's so good and it's really quick digesting, which is nice before workout. So I won't keep rambling on about that, but that is going to be my next meal. And then we're gonna go train back and buys.
Say that that you love me too. Kisses don't come for free, so what you waiting for? Back to mine, only 5. Then we can go all night, then we can go all night. So if you want me, tell me that I'm the one. Say that you love me too. Kisses don't come for free, so what you waiting for? Back to mine, only 5. Then we can go all night, 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 then we can go all night. So if you want me, tell me that I'm the one. Say that you love me too. Kisses don't come for free, so what you waiting for? Back to mine, only 5. Then we can go all night, then we can go all night. So if you want me, tell me that I'm the one. Say that you love me too. Kisses don't come for free, so what you waiting for? Back to mine, only 5. Then we can go all night.
Alright, just finished up the lift. It was a really good one today. Honestly, it's crazy how quickly I felt like myself again after the show. So this was a very different reverse protocol than I'm used to. This is my 3rd prep, and this is my first time going through my prep fully with this coach, and he's the bomb. He's like my mentor with coaching, everything. His protocol was very different, so he put me straight to maintenance after the show, and he's like, your body needs a rest. The focus is getting my hormones back in check, so I really appreciate how health focused he is. He's like, you're not going to get like your cycle back and your hormones back in check. I was in such a steep deficit. Basically, he put me back up to maintenance. He's giving me a little bit of freedom by having these macros. I asked him if I could have like some structure. So basically what we're doing is he gives me macros for the day. I hit those, and I like to keep them to 5 meals, what I was doing before, but I give myself a little bit more flexibility in the food sources that I'm doing. Again, you guys see, keeping it to whole foods, but that way if I feel like I'm wanting sweet potatoes or cream of rice or oats or something like that, I can switch up what I'm doing and I don't feel like a robot like you do on most of prep. So it's been really nice. Cardio is at 6 times a week, 30 minutes, which is so doable, and I feel like a revived person. Literally, the show was on Friday. By Monday, I felt like a normal person. I felt like my personality was back. So it's crazy how quickly these things happen, and I'm just so excited to like share this with you and feel like my normal bubbly self, because I know on prep I am a zombie. So thank you guys for bearing with me during that time. But yeah, now it's time. It's back to Alani. This is me. So it's been a really fun ride, but training is so much more fun. Like, I enjoy it. I know that I don't have to do cardio after because I've been doing my cardio fasted. So it's just been really good, and I'm just happy to get healthy again. The lines are gonna fade, but the goal is to stay lean and just put on some size. So that's what we're gonna do. But in terms of future plans, I will keep it short because I know that I'm starting to ramble on, and I do want to get to my post meal and show you guys what I'm having for that. But what we are planning on doing is hitting the stage again next year. I'm so excited. I thought I was gonna have to take like a 2-year growing season, but I got some feedback from judges. I talked to Adam, my coach, and he's like, you should be ready to go next year, but you have to treat this off season like a prep. And I told him, I was like, absolutely, I know that I can do that. I'm in a completely different headspace than I was last year, and I'm at the point where I don't feel restricted eating like this. There's a difference between being on prep and being in a steep deficit, and that's why it was so draining on my body. But in an off season, I'm going to be in a slight surplus and putting on size slowly while staying lean and staying within striking distance of a prep. And that's what we didn't do last year, is I just let myself get too high of a weight, and that way when it was time to prep, I had to lose that much more body fat, and it makes it harder. But that's what we're gonna do this year. Definitely put on size, put on some muscle maturity, and keep everything reeled in and stay more strict in my off season. I'm still gonna have like refeeds every once in a while and some cheat meals just for some freedom and just to feel like a normal human. But I'm not gonna feel hungry, and I enjoy this food now, so that's gonna make a big difference. But we're going to go straight into an on-plan growing season in August, so in a couple of weeks, and then we'll be growing from August to January or February, and we'll start to prep around there. So, but that's pretty much everything in terms of plans. I'm getting super excited. I love this sport. This is my passion, and I'm finally just like enjoying every single phase of it, which is so cool, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But anyways, I'll stop the rambling. Let's go eat my post meal. for my post-workout meal, I did prep it earlier, but I have just been doing chicken and rice. But what I've been adding to it is cucumber, onion, and a little bit of green onion, and then throwing on that truff hot sauce just to kind of give it some flavor and a little bit of micronutrients. This is my post-workout meal, and this is meal 3 of the day. All right, I'm having my meal 4 of the day in bed while I work on my computer. Life is good. And I know I said another meal was my favorite of the day. This has to be up there. All of prep, all I was craving was a Caesar salad, and now I can have one like every day by tracking my macros in this little like transition phase that we're going through. So I use these Primal Kitchen dressings, and they're based in avocado oil, so that's why I like to kind of macro swap it. So usually my meal 2 is higher fat protein, my greens, and then a fat source, and it's usually like avocado oil. So usually I would do like steak, avocado oil, and asparagus. So I'm keeping this meal very similar by doing romaine lettuce as my greens and like my fiber source to get some micronutrients, have me feeling a little bit fuller. My fattier protein as the sirloin steak, which I always do, and then the Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing, which is almost all avocado oil. So I use that as my fat source. There's no dairy, no like filler ingredients. So I've really been incorporating more ingredients that are like fun, but they have good ingredients rather than just like low calorie sauces, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's high calorie, but I'm tracking it and my body digests it better than if I were doing like some of these low calorie dressings that I was having in prep. But I'm gonna eat this and it is going to be so enjoyable. All right, so last meal of the day, I've been factoring in a sweet treat, so we're bringing back the Ninja Creamy, but all of these recipes that I see are always based in Fairlife protein shakes or stuff that just has a bunch of crap ingredients in it. So I've been trying to master it, and I feel like I've mastered the one that I like, and it digests well and I feel good afterwards. So what I threw in here was Greek yogurt, strawberries, oat milk, but I make sure to get the Califia Farms, if I'm pronouncing that right, organic, and there's only 3 ingredients in it. And then I add stevia and vanilla. So good. So we're gonna do it and do a little taste test. Wow, this looks so perfect. And then I did factor in some little mini chocolate chips. I did mini because it tricks your brain into thinking you're having more. We're gonna throw that in as a mix-in. Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy. Taste test. Oh my gosh, that's insane. This is the perfect little sweet treat. Hi guys, it's the next morning. I just got back from fasted cardio. I'm all nice and sweaty, but that was my full day of eating yesterday. I passed out after that creamy. We sat in bed and watched Harry Potter and I was out. It was awesome. Every single meal was so delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing what I have. I want to start creating content around healthy, balanced macros, no like filler ingredients, like all whole foods, and posting those on my Instagram. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because that's something I've been kind of putting in the works. But anyways, I'll give you guys like a little mini update before we go. So my weight this morning was 118.9, and on show day I was a little over 112. So keep in mind, right after prep, you put on a whole bunch of water because you are drying yourself out that week, like flushing all the water out of your system. So you put on right after the show like 4 to 5 pounds just in water. To kind of put it into perspective, a week ago I was 117.6, so I put on 1.3 pounds in the past week, which is a better kind of guide, and that's right where we want to be, slowly gaining weight, getting back up to a healthy body fat, and I will share more about that process in the upcoming videos. Let me know if there's anything specific you guys want to see now that I'm kind of living life almost more like a little human. Again, it's still not completely normal, but kind of getting back to normal life. I want to go out and spend time with the people that I wasn't able to give energy to while I was in prep. So definitely a really cool chapter that I'm in right now, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. But thank you guys so much for the support all throughout prep. That made the world to me. It was amazing, and that's that's everything I have for you guys in this video. And if you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe and keep up with me on Instagram and my TikTok. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Say bye, boo.